السلام عليكم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد أشرف المخلوقات والمرسلين. اللهم اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي.
Throughout the history of education, there have been many attempts to define intelligence and how it could be measured.
At that time, most of scholars believed that intelligence is to be a unified and single capacity to think, understand, and learn in a logical way.
In contrast, the American psychologist Howard Gardner defines intelligence as the capacity to solve problems so as to create an effective product that is valued in one or more cultural settings.
Gardner firmly believes that learners show their intelligence in many different ways. He recognizes that multiple intelligence will ultimately help teachers to know how students perceive and progress knowledge.
Gardner says that children are born with different intelligences. Some of them may have 2 or 3, but their degree of strength varies from one to another. This idea is clearly stated in his book, Frames of Mind. The general idea of this book is that there is no stupid student. All the students must have some kind of intelligence that may vary in the degree of strength from one student to another. That's why he presented 8 types of intelligence in his book.
The first intelligence is the verbal intelligence. The verbal intelligence is the ability to use oral or written language to express thoughts, ideas, and attitudes. This type of intelligence is conveyed through dialogues, debates, and conversation. Some kind of jobs that perform this kind of intelligence are journalism, editing, teaching, and acting.
The second type is logical mathematical intelligence. It is the ability to understand and explain things through logic, deduction, and calculation. It has to do with critical thinking.
The third one is visual spatial intelligence. It is about the ability to think in 3 dimensions. That is to say, adults with this kind of intelligence may be fascinated with puzzles, drawing, recognizing shapes, making graphs, and maps.
The fourth type of intelligence is musical intelligence. It is the ability to recognize different sounds, singing, as well as designing pitch and also rhythm and tone.
The fifth one is the interpersonal intelligence. The interpersonal intelligence is the ability to understand and interact effectively with other people. Thus, it is about how well you can understand other people's emotions.
The sixth type is intrapersonal intelligence. It is the ability to understand oneself's goal, perception, characteristics through mediation and reflection. It is about how you can control your thoughts, feelings, and actions in general.
The seventh type is kinesthetic intelligence. Kinesthetic intelligence is the ability to use your body to perform many different tasks, such as dancing. It is about how well can you maneuver and handle your own body.
The last type is naturalistic intelligence. It is the ability to recognize the difference between nature and plants, which means difference between trees, mountains, and so on. Everything that has a relation with nature and plants. Hunters and fishermen are pretty intelligent in the naturalistic field.
The question here is, how can teachers apply multiple intelligence theory inside the classroom? Since the classroom is a heterogeneous place where many students come from different backgrounds with a different types of intelligence, so the theory of multiple intelligences may help teachers to facilitate the way and the process of learning by strengthening the weak side of each student inside the classroom.
To sum up, Some of the best ways to implement this theory or the multiple intelligence theory inside the classroom is by presentation, storytelling, writing, and extensive reading. Finally, and as usual, this lesson was about the multiple intelligence theory. We talked about the 8 types of intelligence that are included in this theory, and also we talked about some of the best ways to implement this theory inside the classroom. So this was all, and if you have any kind of questions, don't hesitate to leave it as a comment below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.